Have you ever wondered what happens after death? The moment your heart stops beating, the end, right? Or maybe not. Maybe something is still working. Maybe there is still life within you. Death has always been a fearful and fascinating subject for us humans. And there have been many death-related researches, and in one such research it was found that after your heart stops beating, your brain is still functioning and it keeps on being active for another 10 minutes or so. This research is the inspiration for Elif Shafak's book 10 minutes and 38 seconds in this strange world. This book has been shortlisted for Booker Prize 2019, and rightly so. Now let's talk a little about this book. This book begins with a chapter that is titled The End. That's it. That's the gist of this story. On the first page itself, we get to know that the protagonist of the story is dead. The protagonist is a girl named Tequila Leila, or as she is known by her friends and her clients. Tequila Leila is, or rather was, a prostitute who worked and lived in Istanbul. Now, the book is divided into 3 parts. The first part is the mind. In this part, we follow Leila's memories minute by minute. She recalls the memories associated with a sense of smell or a sense of taste. For example, the taste of salt and the smell of a sulfuric acid. She recalls the memories that made Leila who she is. And she had a unique bunch of people around her, her 5 friends whom she called her water family. Miss Elif has beautifully written about the family. She says there are 2 kinds of families in this world: the blood family, the family in which you're born, and the water family, the family that you acquire, people you meet as you grow up or as you live on. When you first meet Leila on the first page, you are not saddened that she has died because you didn't know her. And Miss Elif has beautifully crafted this story so that by the end of the first part, or by the time her brain shuts down and the 10 minutes and 38 seconds are over, you are left with a sense of loss, as if you have lost your beloved character or your friend. And there is this sense of dread connected with the fact that you know that she has died. The character that you've started loving is already dead. So this is genius storytelling. Now, as we move on to the second part, the reality of her death sinks in. Now, her brain has been fully shut down. The second part is about the body. Here we see her 5 friends struggling with the fact that she is dead, and with the fact that she, who was such a lively person, she who had these beautiful friends, and they who were her family and she who was theirs, is buried in a cemetery called the Cemetery of Companionless. So her friends struggle to give her a proper burial, which they think she deserved the most, as loved as she was. From here we move on to the last and the final part of the book, which is called the soul. Now, in this, as a reader, we finally get to say goodbye to Leila, who is now free from the restrictions of her body, the prejudice of the people, and the cruelty of the living. The book beautifully deals with the subject of death and life. It deals with death as a raw reality with a certain mystic charm to it. And this book and the story of Leila, Tequila Leila, leaves you with the feeling of awareness and the feeling of being more alive than you were before you read this book. This book will give you an insight into the city that is Istanbul. It's so real. You feel like you're walking on the streets of Istanbul with Leila as she goes on with her story. And I haven't read a more excruciatingly beautiful book. This book deserves the appreciation that it receives and more. So thank you to Miss Elif Shafak for writing this beautiful book and for giving us an insight in the story of Leila. What did you think about this video and this book? Let me know. It's Ishita signing off. What if After the moment of death, the human mind continues to work for a few more precious moments. 10 minutes, 38 seconds, exactly.